guys, and welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I showed you how I put together these really delicious black bean burgers. For these burgers, I used my homemade vegan mayonnaise. Yes, that's right. This is a homemade egg-free mayonnaise. And today's recipe is also dairy-free, so it ticks a lot of those boxes when it comes to food allergies and such. Today, I'm going to share with you my recipe for that mayonnaise. Now, in the past, I've had a lot of people ask me for an egg-free version of my mayonnaise, and this version turns out equally good, if not better. In fact, when I finally perfected the recipe, I was so shocked that I couldn't even tell the difference between the two. So if you're looking for a really good version of a vegan mayonnaise, go ahead and try out today's recipe. Before we head on over to the recipe, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And once you do, click on that little bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Right, so with that said, let's head on over to the kitchen and put together today's batch of vegan mayonnaise. We're going to be using an immersion blender to bring everything together today. I'm using some soy milk as the base for my mayonnaise. Now, I have a dedicated jar that I use for my mayo, and this jar is of the perfect size, perfect to accommodate that head of that immersion blender. You can use a mixing bowl if you don't have a jar like this, and then transfer the contents into a jar for storage. I'm going to start off with half a cup of soy milk. This is a quarter cup measure, so I've had to put that in twice. And 1 cup of a mild neutral flavored oil. I'm using sunflower oil because I tend to have that on hand, and it has a really mild flavor, so it works well in the mayonnaise. To this, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Now, you can use a mustard paste if you'd like as well. That adds a really good punch to the mayo. I've got about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You can adjust the quantity of apple cider vinegar to taste. I've got 1 tablespoon of sugar, and I'm going to add a couple of pinches of salt. Now, the beauty of a recipe like this is you can tweak all of the flavorings to suit your liking. So if you'd like your mayo on the slightly sweeter side, add a little more sugar. If you like it a little more tart, add a little more apple cider vinegar, and so on. Now, carefully, I know this jar is really full. Carefully pop in your immersion blender right to the base of the jar and get it started. Now, you need to make sure that you've got the mix going really well, and very slowly and very gradually lift that immersion blender to the top of the jar like you can see me do here. And guys, right before your eyes, in a matter of seconds, you can see everything emulsifying into the most luscious mayonnaise. Ever since I put together this recipe, I've really never bought any. It can be really pricey to pick up a jar in the shops, and it's not always available everywhere. So this is the perfect solution if you're looking for a little bit of mayonnaise. And in less than 30 seconds, I've got myself a lovely jar of this condiment that I can have on hand to put into salads, on sandwiches, burgers, anywhere really that a recipe calls for mayo. Go ahead, check for seasoning and adjust if needed. I've added a touch more salt and a little more sugar, and I'm going to blitz everything really quickly once again to incorporate the extra salt and sugar. And guys, there you have it. This is what the mayonnaise looks like. It's rich, it's creamy, and packed full of flavor. So I hope you enjoyed today's quick and easy recipe. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and share it with family and friends that you think might enjoy it too. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to see you really soon with another delicious recipe. So till then, take care. Bye.